All right, let's get into it. We're on 2.2 food flight. And we got 7 steps to get onto this one, so let's go. Step number 1 is make the projectile fly forward. And the first thing we got to do is give the projectile some forward movement so that it can zip across the screen when it's launched by the player. All right, create a new script called move forward and attach it to the food object, then open it up. So we're going to make a new script. And it's going to be called move forward, no spaces. Drag this guy onto the food object, the organic food carrot. You guys could have something different. Once it's opened up, we're going to declare a new variable called speed. So I'm going to put that again on line, starting off on line 7, not in the start function and not in the update. You could put it down here. Between them, which is totally fine, but I'm just going to put mine at the top. Just in case I ever want to use it in the start function. Okay, so we're going to go to public float. And it's going to be called speed. Cool. In the update function, we are going to transform that food by making it move forward. So we go transform dot translate. And we're going to translate it with a vector3 dot forward. Cool. And we're going to multiply that by the speed and by delta time. Time dot delta time. Cool. Great. I think I got it there. Oh, no, I didn't. We didn't give speed a value. We're going to start off with speed at 40. Though, peek behind the curtain is, I think that's going to be a little too fast. But we'll just leave it there for now. Okay, so I'm going to hit save and press play, and we should see our food fly off the screen. And it did. Whoa, told you it was too fast. Yeah, so let's just lower that one down to 10. And save. Try that again. Oh, still way too fast. Oh well. We will get to that. Why is that still so fast? I think it's probably still at 40. It is. Change that to 10. Cool. There we go. Now we got a carrot kind of resembles a missile. Anyway, in the inspector, set this projectile speed variable and then test. Yeah, we did it. Okay, moving on to step number 2. Make the projectile into a prefab. All right, now that our projectile has the behavior we want, we need to make it into a prefab so that it can be reused anytime or anywhere with all of its behaviors included. Okay, create a new folder called prefabs and drag your food into it. So under assets, we're going to make a new folder. Prefabs. Boop. Cool. Then we're going to put our food into it. Right? Is that what it says to do? It says drag your food into it. Yep. Okay. Choose original prefab. I'm an original prefab. In the player controller, declare a new public variable called game object prefab. So this part's a little bit tricky. So it said in the player controller script. So we're going to go back over there and we're going to declare a new variable called public game object. Did I do that right? Yep. Called projectile prefab. Cool. All right, that's it. Control S. Select the player in the hierarchy. Now we have that variable there. Well, that was awesome. And we're going to put our food into it. I think that's what we're going to do. It says select the player in the hierarchy, then drag the object from the prefabs folder into the new one. So not this one. Prefabs folder. Boop. Sweet. Sweet carrots. Okay, we did that. Try dragging the projectile onto the screen at runtime to make sure that they fly. Oh, that'll be interesting. Can I do that? No. Why are mine so high up in the air? Never mind that now, lions. Never mind that now. Yeah, they fly. Okay. Delete them. Cool. Cool. Yeah, we did that. All right, we're on to step number 3. All right, now that we have a projectile prefab assigned to the player controller S, we need, the player needs to have a way to launch it with the spacebar. Okay, so that's pretty easy to do. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, so back to our scripts. Player controller, because the player is going to do this. And inside of the update function, we're going to make an if statement. If the key is down, we're going to do that. There we go. I'm going to put a space after here too. There we go. If input dot get key down, key code dot space. Okay, so if the space bar is being pressed, basically is what that means. As you guys know, I like to have my curly braces matched up like that. We're gonna put this comment in here. Launch a projectile from the player. Cool, so that's it for that step. Now we actually have to do it. Okay, so we've created the code and tests if we've created the code that tests if the player is pressing the spacebar. But now we actually need to spawn the object when that happens. So inside of this if statement, we will instantiate, which means to create, make an instance of, to spawn the projectile. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, we're gonna go to instantiate, boop, and we're gonna say projectile prefab. Wow, that's a long word. Comma transform dot position. Okay, so we're gonna make. What are we gonna instantiate? We're gonna instantiate the prefab, the projectile prefab. Where are we gonna put it? We're gonna put it wherever the player is, wherever the player's position is. That's where we're gonna put it. And then the projectile prefab is going to have transform dot rotation. Cool. Semicolon. Little space there. It's not necessary, but it makes it look pretty. Save. Okay, I think we're good. In fact, let's test it out. We should be able to press the space bar now and shoot carrots. Whoa, look at all these carrots that it made. Ooh, that could be a problem. Okay. Make the animal, oh, but that's not our problem immediately. The next, step 5, is we're going to make the animals into prefabs. So the projectile is now a prefab, but what about the animals? They need to be prefabs too, so that they can be instantiated during the game. Rotate all the animals on the y-axis by 180 degrees so that they're facing down. Okay, so rotation, 180, boop. Oh, that was easy. 180. Come on, chicken. There we go. All right. Select all the animals in the hierarchy and add the component move forward. Oh, move forward. Okay, so in the hierarchy, I'm going to put the animals. I want the horse. I'm going to hold the shift button and I'm going to select brown cow. Ah, no, control. I'm sorry. I hold the control button. And the horse and the brown cow. Nice. Now I'm going to drag move forward onto their components. Ooh, did that work? Let's check. Yes. Move forward is on the brown cow. and the rooster and the horse, but it's not on the player because player controller's on the player, and it's not on the environment. Good, perfect. Yeah, it worked. All right. So next, enter their speeds values and test to see how it works. Oh my gosh, so much testing. Okay, so the speed is 10. Oh, I guess we could just test to see if it works. And it does. I should probably change the speeds of the animals because cows don't move as fast as horses. Horses are the fastest. So the cow's going to be like a, let's say like a 4. Horse will be a 10. And the chicken is going to be the slowest because it's little. Actually, chickens are pretty fast for short distances, but never mind that now. So we're going to go to the rooster. It's not a chicken, it's a rooster. We want to make him a speed of 1. Let's check that now. It works. In fact, the chicken actually is the only one where the speed is actually matching the animation a little bit. All right, whatever. Okay, so next, drag all 3 animals into the prefab folder and choose original prefab. So we're going to do this one at a time. Maybe we should actually do an experiment. We'll start once with the horse. Cool, original prefab. And now we're going to try and do both of these 2 at the same time. So I'm holding the control key and selecting the rooster and the brown cow. And I'm going to drag them in there. And it says, nope, you got to do it one at a time. Cool. Got it. Now it says that I can test this by dragging them onto during gameplay, but I'm not sure that I can. So whatever. Moving on, destroy the projectiles when off screen. Okay, create a destroy out of bounds script and apply it to the projectile. So over to the scripts, new script, and it's called destroy out of bounds. Boop. There we go. Destroy out of bounds and apply it to the projectile. Okay, we're going to drag this up onto our carrot. So we got move forward and destroy out of bounds. Cool. Add a new private float called top bound variable and instantiate it at 30. Okay, so let's, again, we're going to put that on line 7. So this is going to be a private instead of a public. Oh, how different. Okay, private float top bound. Top bound. Okay, and instantiate it at, or initialize it at 30. So we go equals 30. Boom. Okay, cool. Now write the code to destroy it if it's out of bounds. This is actually the exact same code as when we limit the player from moving past a certain area on the screen. We find the position of whatever this script is attached to, transform dot position, and in this case we're worried about their Z position, moving up and down, and then we're going to go is greater than top bound. Okay, so if it's more than top bound, we are going to destroy game object. Cool. So whatever it is attached to, it's getting destroyed. Okay, I think that's good. In the inspector overrides drop down, click apply to all. Overrides drop down. In the inspector overrides drop down, click apply to all, and then apply it to the prefab. Okay, so this part is maybe a little bit confusing. So let's save this and go back. Okay. Game object is not spelled correctly. This needs to be a lowercase g. Save. Cool. Now it is saying what? It says in the inspector overrides dropdown. For the carrot, inspector overrides dropdown. I have no idea what that is. Overrides. Nice. Found it. Click apply to all to apply it to the prefab. Okay. I think that may have worked. So if I went over to the prefab and I went double click on this. Yeah, it seems like it's there. Here's a way to test. So we'll see if it gets destroyed. So I'm making them, and then when it gets larger, oh, they go away. It is working. Perfect. Cool, cool, cool. Moving on, last but not least, destroy the animals when they're off screen. Okay, this should be pretty easy. So if we destroy the projectiles when they go out of bounds on the top, we should be able to destroy them when they go out of bounds at the bottom. We're going to go back over to the scripts, and we're going to go to destroy out of bounds. And then we're going to make another private float called lower bound. And it's going to be equal to -10. Cool. And, you know, they have us put an if else in there, but I don't like that. I'm just going to go with an if. Because it's not going to be both. It could never be both. If transform dot position dot z is less than the lower bound, lower bound, then what? Then we will destroy the game object. Excellent. Save. Cool. And I think we also need to apply this to the animals, because this is the projectile gets shot up and animals are moving down. So we need to kind of remember what we did here. Oops. Let's spell transform properly. Transform. Boop. Cool. To see how I spelled transform wrong. Nice. Now I need to apply that script to the animals. Project. Destroy out of bounds. So I'm just gonna drag it onto the horse first. Okay. And then I actually need to do that overrides thing, apply to all. And then now we're gonna do the rooster. Destroy out of bounds. And we'll do the overrides thing on the rooster. And then we're going to do the brown cow. How now, brown cow? Apply to all. Cannot reparent window to suggest did parent. The window will automatically close. I have no idea what that means. Get out of here. Okay, so let's just check in our prefabs that those... Yeah, they have it, so we're good. I mean, I don't know if we're good. We'll find out right now. Let's press play. If the animals get destroyed... They did. We gotta wait forever for this slow rooster. Come on, slow rooster. Hurry up. I'm ready to go on to the next thing. Slow rooster. Slow rooster, where are you? Yep, good. So it's working. Cool. So I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah, wow, we did a lot. That is the end of that one. That took us 18 minutes and 50 seconds. Boom.